must say I do feel like a party.
Yes, do I? Hello, sweetie. How are you? Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
Well,
oh, hi.
How are you? Now we all know you're in one piece. You mind telling us where you've been?
I came here to celebrate with you and Eve and Michelle. Look, I go away for a couple of weeks and look what you do.
Yeah. Well, gunshot victims on the beach, you and Roger. What is going on?
Will you tell your father to relax, that this is a party for him, okay? I don't want anything to spoil it.
Eve is a really great person.
Thank you. I have some questions I'd like to ask you, too, at some point.
Oh.
Well, like Alan Michael said, it can wait. This is your party.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Hello, Tangi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you. You look just beautiful.
Oh.
You do.
Well.
And don't tell me that I look beautiful. Because then I'll get very nervous and I'll blush. It's nice to hear your laugh.
Well, it's good to laugh again.
Yeah. So, things are good, huh? Making new friends in town?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's good to see an old friend.
I'm not that old. But back to new friends. New friends, Alan Michael. I mean, am I mistaken, or were the two of you holding hands over there?
Well, it's possible. I saw that.
You want to talk about it?
No. Not until I know what it is.
Excuse me, Josh, can I talk to you outside for a second?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Sure.
Thanks a lot, Frank. See you later.
Bye.
Well, I guess we can run the story on Alan Spaulding you've been researching.
Nobody is really happy to see him. Not even Dr. Bauer.
Oh, well, there are a lot of reasons for that. Not the least of which is Alan had a rather sordid affair with a woman Ed was married to years ago. But of course, you might have heard a different perspective on that.
Why would I have heard anything?
Roger has led me to believe you have a special insight into Alan Spaulding.
No. I hardly know him. Excuse me.
You seem to welcome to me. I'm not the most welcome guest.
Well, I can always say I was doing a story on you, which I am, but when you were going to get released from prison. Needless to say, the deadline has been moved up a bit.
Why do you have that assignment?
Holly Lindsay is my boss. Roger thinks I have some sort of a unique perspective to the inside you.
How much of the story are you going to tell?
Well, I'm not going to tell the world something I wouldn't tell Alan Michael. But I figure I can, I don't know, write about your participation in the prison riots and talk about your plans for the future.
Mrs. Spaulding doesn't have a future. At least not in this town, he doesn't.
Blake, I was afraid being married to that stuffy old lawyer might break your spirit. But I'm glad to see some things never change.
Really watch who you decide to insult, okay?
Blake, don't waste your time.
No, listen, I am not afraid of you anymore. A little reminder, Tangi, this is the man who went to jail for trying to blow me up because he didn't think I was good enough for his son. You ought to think about that one if you decide to pursue your relationship with Alan Michael.
I never meant to hurt you, Blake. I've tried to explain that.
Alan, nobody is interested in your explanations. There's not a person in this room whose life wasn't improved by your 5-year absence. Come on, Blake, let's go.
No, wait a minute. Alan, you know what? When you say that you don't think I've changed, you're wrong, because I have changed. I am not afraid of you anymore. In fact, you're really lucky that you didn't get shot in my neighborhood, because I would have sat there and I would have watched you bleed to death. I wouldn't help you if you were the last man on this earth. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Perfectly.
I've never seen her like that. Alan?
Where's my son?
He went to, go and see if he could find Vanessa.
What?
Hey, you are.
Been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
I went out to get some air, Alan Michael.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know that my father was going to show up here tonight. I know that you're probably angry. You have every right to...
Do you have any idea what you did to Eve? She could have lost her license. She could have been arrested. It never occurred to you that you had some kind of a moral obligation to tell her.
I didn't tell her because I was trying to protect her. The least she knew about any of this, the better. That way, if somebody was to question her, then she wouldn't have anything to hide.
Oh. Wouldn't have anything to hide. Wouldn't you listen to yourself? You sound just like Alan. What has he been filling you with?
Listen, I went to Eve because you were away. If you had been there, I would have gone to you, and you would have helped him. You know you would. You wouldn't have let him die.
Don't you count on it.
You know, Uncle Ed, I know how you feel about him, but this man is my father. And he's been in prison for 5 years. And that changes a person. It's changed my father.
This is really crazy. You should be home in bed.
I am a little tired, I confess.
Please. Let me go get Alan Michael. All right? I'm not feeling so well. Well, your father's kind of exhausted about... I think he needs to go home.
My car's outside. I'm gonna rest a moment.
No,
and then I'll be
I don't think you should drive.
No, I'll be fine.
Well, I think I should take you.
Look, you two stay here and enjoy the party. I'm just a little upset I didn't get to say hello to Vanessa. I thought surely she'd be
I called her and they said she was on her way. I don't know what happened.
Well, no matter. I'll see her later, and I'll see you at home later.
Yeah, of course. Tangy, I really think that I should drive home.
Absolutely.
Look, I'll get you a car to come back.
I'll find a ride home. I will. Would you like me to help take you to the car?
No, that's not necessary, Tansy. It'll be all right.
I'll call you.
As far as I'm concerned, I am not turning over one damned thing to that man. He's sure he wants his assets back. I'm sure he's gonna threaten me, but I don't have to take